When you look at the First Aid at Work regulations, it will talk about the sorts of first aid kits you have and the minimum requirements. When you look at those minimum requirements, that's typically the contents of the HSE First Aid Kit. Traditionally, it's been a kit that's been around for years until the BSI kits came out, and they've got enough in there. However, some of the contents in there is not really ideal, and you could have better by having the BSI kits. But if you're looking at minimum requirements, then these are good ones to have. So the sizes of them are a little bit clearer than BSI, which is small, medium and large. These ones are 1 to 10 employees, 1 to 20 employees and 1 to 50 employees. Now, the contents inside the kits are identical. It's the quantity that's different. So it's more a matter of how many gloves, how many of a dressing you have in the kits. There's no new products within these kits themselves. So the first thing you find in the kit is this little guidance sheet. It will tell you different things of how to do first aid. So for example, how to deal with bleeds, but important on this is the contents. So you can actually look and see what's supposed to be in the kit. As with any first aid kit, it's important to keep track of the contents that are in there. So what you don't want is a first aid kit with items missing out of it, but also you want to make sure that everything in the kit has got a relevant date on it. So all the products have a date on, a use by date. So when it gets to that point, you can do one of two things. Either you change things product by product, or what often is easier to do is get what's called a refill kit. So you literally just empty out the plastic box and you put a new refill kit inside it. So you get a brand new dated products when you do that. So the first aid guidance sheet's usually on the top, and then other things in these kits are dressings, and you have large and medium dressings, and you also have the iPad. So with these kits, different from the BSI kit, it has had quite a lot of dressings in them, and these are the types of dressings with the gauze pad already sewn into the bandage. So those are the dressings there, and there are quite a few of them, much more than in the BSI kit. You also have some safety pins in the kit, and these are just for securing bandages, but most of these bandages you don't really need safety pins, you can just tie a knot in the dressing. Now, the other thing you can do is use micropore tape, which you have in the BSI kit, but not this one. So they're there. You have some wipes. This only has 6 wipes in the small kit, in the 1 to 10 person kit rather. So it's not as many of those. You have quite a few triangular bandages in it. So in this kit here, the 1 to 10 kit, there are 4 triangular bandages, which is maybe a little bit excessive. So it'd be quite good to have some other products in there instead of that taking the space up. Also inside here you have some plasters. Again, not quite so many as the BSI kit, but there are plasters in here. And you have 1 pair of gloves, which is probably, looking from a risk assessment point of view and a first aid point of view, this is just not enough. So I would really carefully look at your risk assessment. If you need more help, talk to us, we can help you with these. If you are looking at going for the HSE kits, they're a good kit, they've got what's required in there. But if you're dealing with any first aid emergency, 1 pair of gloves is nowhere near good enough, because if you cut the glove, you've then got nothing. If someone comes and help you, you've got nothing. If you're transferring from patient to patient and you need to change your gloves, again, you haven't got anything there. So these kits will tick a box. They will mean that you can meet the requirements. However, I would seriously recommend you do look at your assessment and think, well, what else could happen? So I would definitely look at the BSI kits as an option. But these kits are available in different shapes and designs. These are hard cases. They also come in soft packs and things like that if you want, and even pouches should you need those as well.